In this video tutorial, I'm going to look at how to complete a recommendation section in the report builder. However, before I walk you through the section, I just wanted to remind you that within Genovo, recommendations in respect to existing plans are dealt with in review sections, new plan recommendations are dealt with in recommendation sections, and the recommendation of an investment strategy for a new plan or a revised investment strategy for an existing plan is dealt with in the recommended investment strategy section. This is the 7th in a series of 9 videos that walk you through the process of creating a report from start to finish. So, if you haven't already done so, you may want to watch the previous videos in the series before watching this one, as this picks up from where the last one left off. Although this video focuses on how to recommend a new investment within the new investment recommendation section, a lot of the concepts that I'm going to highlight are common to all recommendation sections in Genovo. The first step of any recommendation section is the plan summary step. It's here that you can add as much or as little information about the plans that you want to recommend in your report. To add a plan, click Add Plan. I would highlight that you do not have to complete all fields. Certain fields may not be relevant or required, and if you leave a field blank, it won't show in the plan summary table. Having added all the plans you want to recommend to the plan summary step, click Next Step at the bottom of the page. This also acts as an autosave. Next is the Why product type step. For each product type, click Add Advice Reasons, and you'll be prompted to select the reasons why that particular product type has been recommended. As with all such steps in Genovo, a number of standard options are included to help speed up the report building process, but these are all fully editable, and you can add your own as required. To add a custom option, click Add Advice Reason. Having added your custom wording, you have a few options. You can just add it to this report. Add it to this report and save it to your advice option and reason library so it's available for use in future reports. And if the step has categories, you can also assign it to one of the step's existing categories. By doing so, your custom option will show at the bottom of the list under the selected category. On clicking Next Step, you'll be taken to the Why Provider Plan step. You'll notice when you download your report that a brief description of the recommended provider and their logo will be automatically pulled into your report from the provider library. However, this step allows you to highlight any additional reasons why you have selected the provider, and more specifically the plan. A number of standard options are included in categories for your convenience. However, once again, you can also add your own advice options. The next step is Plan Charges. This has been designed to allow you to summarize the initial and recurring charges of the plans being recommended clearly and concisely, and in a format the client can easily understand. To add the charges of a plan, simply click the Edit pencil and enter the relevant charges as either a percentage or a monetary value. On entering the percentage charge, the monetary charge will be automatically calculated for you, but this can be overwritten if required. The total of all the constituent charges is automatically calculated for you as well. To help speed up the report building process, it is also possible to copy down the charges from one plan to the plan directly below it. This is particularly useful when you're recommending a number of plans with the same or similar charging structure. To copy down the charges, simply click the Copy Down Charges icon. On clicking Next Step, you're taken to the Trust Recommendation step. Only investments that can be held in trust will appear in this step, hence why the ISA investments aren't included. Clicking the Edit pencil for a plan will open a window where you can then confirm whether the investment will be held in trust, and if so, the type of trust being recommended. If you select a trust, you'll then be prompted to provide further information about that specific trust, and this information together with the features and benefits of that particular type of trust will be automatically included within your report. If you select No Trust Recommended, you can use the text box at the bottom of the step to confirm why you aren't recommending a trust for that particular investment. It is also worth highlighting that if you do not select an option, then the Trusts subsection won't be included in your report when it's downloaded to Word. Next, it's the Key Disadvantages and Tax Implications step. Highlighting any possible disadvantages associated with your advice is one of 3 core elements that must be covered off within a suitability report, as stated in COBS 9.4.7. At this point, it is important to note that in our humble opinion, a disadvantage is different to a risk warning. For us, a disadvantage is a matter of fact. For example, as the charges of the new plan are greater than your existing plan, it will need to achieve superior investment performance to provide the equivalent net investment return, whereas a risk warning is a potential negative outcome. For example, the value of your investments is not guaranteed and may go up and down. To help speed up the report building process, all relevant risk warnings, specific to the advice you are giving, will be automatically inserted into a standalone risk warnings section in your reports. However, you should always highlight any client-specific disadvantages and tax implications associated with your recommendations, and it's in this step that you can do this. Once again, a number of editable options are included for your convenience. They are also categorized so you can quickly find what you're looking for. You can also add your own option, add it to your library and categorize it as required. The penultimate step is Other Solutions, and it's here that you can highlight any other products or solutions that you have considered and the reasons why you discounted them. The FCA has said on a number of occasions that there is no need to include reasons why not in a suitability report, and we tend to agree. However, there are other schools of thought on this matter, and some compliance departments still insist this is covered off in full in all suitability reports. In terms of specific FCA rule requirements, there is still a requirement for advisors to discount the use of a stakeholder pension when recommending other types of pension, and you'd typically be expected to evidence why you'd recommended another type of investment ahead of using an individual's full ISO allowance. We wrote a blog on the discounting of other products and solutions a little time ago, which you can access by clicking on this link. Ultimately, the choice is yours. If you do want to discount an alternative product or solution, select the advice option, and you'll be prompted to confirm the advice reasons why you discounted it like so. Alternatively, if you don't feel the need to cover this off in your report, simply don't select any of the options, and no text relating to other products or solutions will be included in your report. That's another section complete. On clicking the tick or the link underneath, you'll be returned to the report builder where you'll notice a tick now appears next to the section name to indicate that section is complete. In this video, I have looked at the steps you will progress through when completing an investment recommendation section. However, it is worth remembering that there are a number of other report types in Genovo, and recommendation sections are only included in the suitability report and review report. We've created a handy resource called the Summary of Wizard Section Steps Matrix to help with your understanding of this, and it can be accessed via this link within the report builder. It provides a summary of the steps you will find in each wizard section for the different report types. That concludes this video tutorial on how to complete a recommendation section. I hope it's proved useful.